The idea here is this, is that we're going to be showing an exploded view similar to this one here. And you have the option to create a rendered collapse view. So just make sure you position it in a way, the two copies, position in a way that you'll never see one or the other when you're looking at either. So let's say if I'm going to use this for my collapse view, and this is going to be the isometric view that we're going to be using, the southeast, then it might make sense to go ahead and do our exploded view far off to the left over here. Okay, so if I go to a top view, I can just zoom out, make sure I have all the parts selected, right click, make a copy selection, and just bring it down to the bottom left over here, some distance away. If I go back into the southeast isometric view, you can see they're far enough apart from each other. So this could be my collapse view here. And then let's take a look now at building the exploded view. All we're going to need to do here, okay, is to pull these guys apart enough that there's enough space between them to clearly see each of the parts, but not too far away that it's impossible to see it in our layout. Okay, so maybe what you could do here is do it like this. Use the move tool. Okay, notice again that we're still in the world UCS, right? So we'll pull all of these parts away along the y-axis. Now, what I got to make sure of here is that I'm pulling everything except the center pin. Okay? And if I start off to the side here, when I hit enter, I'll pick a base point. Make sure, maintain that y-axis right there. So notice as I pull it apart, notice there we clear the center pin. Okay? And then I could stop the move. Now, we're going to move everything except the first end plate. So once again, move command, select everything behind the corner pin there, deselect the end plate, once again hit enter, and now maintaining the y-axis, pull it apart. Just pull it some distance where you clear the part. Okay? Now, again, since we made a copy here, we only need to see one of these corner pins here, and we can just delete the other corner pins. All right, so we'll do that in just a second here. So again, the only thing that we want to move here or not move is going to be the disc. So if I use move, let's make sure we select everything behind that first end plate and then deselect the disc. Once again, just off to the side using a point in space, making sure we're aligned along the y-axis. Okay, so now I can get rid of these extra copies. Notice that because we produce these as in a polar array, okay, it's a group. All you have to do is explode the group, okay, and then you should be able to select the individual components and delete them. Right, we can leave our corner pin and our spacer there together, and now we'll just pull apart the disc and the end plate there, just some distance away along the y-axis again, and then finally the remaining end plate there. Keep it along the y-axis. Make sure you clear the part there so you can see how it all fits together. And that there would be your exploded view. Now, if we zoom extend, you can see we have our exploded view and we have our collapse view. This is in the model space. Let's switch over to the paper so we can start talking about the presentation.